All right, hey Youngstown Click, I am backstage and I'm bringing you with me. We in just an hour, Jeff Kashiwa and Althea Renee are going to play out on the stage, and we get a quick interview with Jeff, who's been playing since the fourth grade. I'm so excited to meet him, and I can't wait to introduce. So I'm going to turn this around, and we're going to talk with Jeff just for a few minutes before he goes out there to play. Hey Jeff.
Well, hello.
How are you? Welcome to
Backstage.
Young. Yeah, thank
it's
you.
exciting and glamorous. I know.
It is
It's not
so.
unlike a men's, correctional facility.
That's good. But you make it. You make it. That's now we're glamorous because you're here. Yeah. Welcome to Youngstown.
Thank you.
Have you eaten any of our local food cuisine yet while you're here?
Last night I had some outstanding Mexican food.
Oh.
It was good, so I might have to hit that late night again.
Okay. Late night Mexican, there was nothing like that.
Nope.
That's amazing. So you have traveled the world, right?
I have.
Since playing, you started playing and kind of became a musician in fourth grade, I heard.
Yeah, I'm a product of music and public school education.
That's amazing.
Sadly, it's getting cut even near my home, the same school district.
Okay.
They're cutting things, and it's just a tragedy. So I'm going to partner with people to keep it alive, because I'm a product of that being in schools.
Oh, my
I wouldn't be
goodness.
here today without it.
That's amazing. So Youngstown Click, you hear that. Educators, you hear that. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So you were given a recorder, a plastic recorder
Yeah.
in fourth grade, right?
Fourth grade, and we learned all sorts of songs. The first song we learned was Windy. It's like an old 1960s vibe. But I remember playing it and having so much fun. And then one of the girls learned the bridge to that same song. And I thought, oh, you're amazing. so like I said, being around other people who are also learning music is what it's all about, because you kind of, your community that pushes each other to grow. And
Amazing,
learn. Yeah.
amazing. And then you went to the clarinet, and then I heard that in eighth grade you heard the saxophone.
That's right.
And you just had to play.
You've Googled me. No, that's exactly correct. And I still played clarinet through college, but I really fell in love with the saxophone. It was over at that point. I had to have a saxophone.
Wow. So this is what you're holding right now, the
This is
saxophone.
the tenor, yeah.
Oh, okay. And this is what you've become known for. Now, do you write your own music? How does that work?
Yes, I write a lot of it. I write myself, but this last project is a brand new CD that came out only a week and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's called Luminoso, and
Okay.
it is a collection of Brazilian songs written by Brazilian composer Joyce Moreno. And it
Wow.
was arranged and adapted by my good friend in the Northwest. His name is Jeff Volkman.
And are you going to be playing any of that tonight here?
We're going to be playing one of the songs.
Okay.
It's sort of one song that she didn't write, but it's like a Brazilian classic. It's
Wow.
called Upa Neguinho, which means keep up, little one.
Oh, that's amazing. So how long have you been a musician full time? Did you just go right into it after college, or?
Good question. Yeah, I was in college. I was doing weddings. I think I counted 300 weddings just during college and after college.
Okay.
And then, let's see, then I got a job with a group called the Rivingtons. And from that point on, it was really full-time music.
Really?
But up until that point, I was doing part-time work, working in a grocery store, doing inventory, doing telemarketing phone sales. I was the guy that bugged you and called you and tried to get you to buy something.
Doing whatever it took to pursue your career
Yeah.
in music.
Because of those jobs I mentioned and other jobs I've done too, all had flexible hours, which is important. It's not, I don't think it's unlike being an actor where you have to be able to go to an audition. Like,
Right.
Kind of like that. So.
That's amazing. What would you say to kids now in high school or in school, learning and just who have a dream to be a full-time musician? But I mean, it's a hard road.
Yeah.
It's one. What advice would you give to your younger self even?
Yeah, very good question. And I would say, kind of what I naturally did is, it's okay to be interested in a lot of different things. Some of them, most of them will be musical if you're a musician, but not all of them are musical.
Right.
And everything adds to you, the individual. And so I find that in my daily life, I teach music at a college, and I perform music, especially on the weekends. when
You
I'm touring.
teach music. That's
I do.
amazing. That would be cool to have you as a professor.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it's a lot
that's
of fun.
amazing.
I've got a lot of talented students, but basically it's teaching. It's learning music and performing music. It's composing music. It's arranging music. I do all sorts of things. I write charts for other people to help them with their music. So whatever I can possibly do connected to music, I do throughout the day. Because each of those things I've got 20 part-time jobs, put it that way.
Right. That's amazing. Oh, okay. I love that. Because sometimes we do learn you have to pick one thing and narrow it down and not move from that. But I love I love that advice. That's amazing. So where do you call home now?
Seattle, Washington.
Oh, Seattle,
Which
Washington.
is where I'm from. I moved away into Southern California when I went to college,
Okay.
and then I moved back.
You're back home. Very nice. And then who would you say are your biggest influences in music?
Well, one of them just passed on, the great David Sanborn.
Wow.
He's the guy. I mean, everyone's kind of saying the same thing. It's like there's only one David Sanborn. As soon as he played, that's Dave.
Right.
It's like you're your best friend. You just heard him, and you just felt like, I know this person.
Wow.
It's a very beautiful thing. But he's one, certainly. Kirk Whalem's another.
Right.
I've been really getting into flute. This new album has a lot of flute parts on it. So I actually sought the help of some outstanding flute players. They are Katis Buckingham from LA, outstanding saxophone player, flute player, but also teacher.
Wow.
And Jose Valentino in Florida.
Okay.
I Zoomed with them and had lessons.
Man.
And of course, my longtime friend, Nelson Rangel, who's always been an inspiration.
Wow. Well, it seems like you enjoy and have fun everywhere you go. And I'm sorry, I told you 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's okay. One more question: has there anybody been anywhere you performed that's just been over the top memorable?
So
in all
many.
your years,
I mean,
yeah, I'm sure.
I'm fortunate to say there's been many.
Oh, that's good.
I think thinking back, I always remember this place. It was in the woods in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Really?
And it was a free radio concert, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day when jazz was on the radio.
Right,
So like
right.
10,000 people were there in the forest screaming louder than the band. So
What?
I couldn't believe. It was really one of those moments like, wow, this is incredible.
Wow. Now, is there somebody else mentioned that jazz is no longer really on FM radio? Is there a reason for that? Is it just kind of? I know it's on XM a lot, and you're on Watercolors a lot.
Yeah. Do you want the short answer or the long answer?
Whichever.
Because we musicians talk about that quite often.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's like we call it terrestrial radio, meaning FM.
Okay.
Land-bound stations.
Okay.
And it has to do with the demographic shifting maybe, and maybe a different kind of music. They can generate more ad revenue from different music, which is really it's a shame.
Yeah.
We're talking about the collision of art and commerce, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm one to believe that it hasn't died. The format hasn't died.
Right.
It's just evolving and changing. So now you'll hear us on XM, Sirius XM, satellite radio, and we're on that thing 24/7. So a new venue has opened up, which is not FM land-bound stations, but satellite radio.
Got it.
And also streaming. Now we're on Spotify and iTunes, and so it's actually, in some ways, I think, is even the playing field that everyone gets a chance to be heard.
Oh wow, that's a positive way of looking at it. That's amazing. Well, Jeff, thank you so much. I look forward to hearing you out there today. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. And Youngstown Click, Jeff Kashiwa. If you don't make it here tonight, make sure you Google him, check him out. Real quick, what do you feel when you play the music? Because you're engaging to watch, and you can tell you have a good time. Like, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? Or do you just...
I enjoy the band that you're about to hear. They're really wonderful musicians, as much as the crowd is. I mean, I'm just bathing in the groove, loving the groove. So what am I thinking about? I'm trying to be these days as present as I can. Like every note counts, every moment counts, every person counts.
Wow.
So it's like being in the moment.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.